You'll get a cutscene when you enter, or you should.
I'm in co-op. They can't touch me. It's gonna be really annoying if I get a cutscene. I'm getting a cutscene. Tubby, I'm this close to punting you across the cat's tail.
Who travels discovered with the rising popularity of Genius Invocation TCG.
Please, Tubby, it's Genius Invocation trading card game.
Has become a
Genius Invocation TCG.
You have to see the world for yourself to
Or
appreciate how
Genius
beautiful
Invocation
it
trading
is.
card game. Is a card game inside a game.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to explain. Which is weird because that's the thing I'm supposed to be doing. Every week, you get 4 characters. This is a prince. His title is the Dual Saint of Cats. And what he does is you can buy... You can buy cards from him in support cards. Ooh, equipment cards. Wait.
Don't get off track.
I am buying support cards as an example. Or something, I don't know. And then these are the tavern challenges to get the monster cards. No one really uses them, but they're fun to have. And then in here is... These aren't actually players, but these are playable characters in the game that you can invite to get their TCG card. So here's an invitation letter.
Since we're the only ones here, I guess we can go for a round.
And then you can challenge them. But I will leave him currently. Wait! I'm inside the teapot realm area.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to come here.
Oh, there's a little exit thing on the floor.
Yeah, I found it. Oh, but now I just have Zhao sitting around. Then there's other character. And like you get the idea. We're back to the cat still.
Okay.
Okay. So let's start a match.
Yeah.
Next to the invite character, there's co-op matches. Because you can play against other players, or you can invite your teammate. Introduce yourself. Oh wait, I'm still Frosted Rocks. Anyway. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm addicted to genshin. Yeah.
Is that the only thing you're gonna say? Okay, great. And then these are like event
Here's the thing.
cards.
I'd rather
support
people
cards.
not know who I am.
I don't know. These are your support cards. You can switch them out when beginning. And then these are your dice. The dice are what you need to do actions in the game. I did not get a majority of dice that I needed. What does she do? Huh. Okay. But like in the game, there are elemental reactions. Just like how the normal characters in the game have elemental reactions, which if I am going to put in the fight we did earlier, you could see with Hu Tao's damage between Melt and her previous damage from when we failed to fight the boss.
Okay.
Should I bring in the Nuke Tao build? Should I just go full damage with my characters?
Yes. You stupid frog.
He's a dragon, not a frog.
I don't know, he looks pretty frog-like.
Oh, come on. It healed her before it
Oh,
could get substantial stacks on her stuff.
couldn't break
Bennett.
first.
Bonk. Oh, Scar. Run. Run. Run, 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 run. Probably because I don't have crit rate on her.
This
Bennett, why
goblet.
do you have to heal? Your child gets a 33 pyro percent increase when she's half HP. I'm this close to hitting her and critting. Like, Bennett is healing so fast, she can't die. Kind of the same thing happens here. You get increased damage for elemental reactions. I'm running out of time to do stuff.
If you use a card, it'll reset it.
Actions. Doesn't reset it, it just gives me a bit more time. So, you spend... Okay, I have a fair amount. So you get a set amount of your support cards, and then you draw 2 at the end of every round. You use up your dice whenever you use them, and also whenever you attack. But when you attack, it's no longer your turn.
Woo!
Yay! You really aren't giving me any room to breathe, are you? I'm explaining, and you're putting engulfing lightning on the ride and show.
It gets better.
No. Why? Don't put anything on you and me. Anyway. When you use support cards, it doesn't take away from your turn. But when you switch off of a character, it does take away from your turn. And you can end your round early, and you go first in the next round. If you have 0 dice, you can't do anything. What?
I'll actually never mind, because I'll just end up wasting that card. But I have a Noel card.
Ooh.
So that's a case of not switching or not using your turn.
Yes. So, because whenever you switch, you also have to use an elemental dice. But there are dice that get around this rule. Like, there are cards that give you more dice. Like, the Paimon card I have over there with the mascot on it. I get,
You're not going to like me very much after this.
Did you roll a bunch of Omni dice?
No.
Did you roll a bunch of Dendro dice?
No.
Well, I can tell you more than half my dice are Omni dice.
Okay.
Be worried.
Let's just say all my characters are getting a little bit of something.
Don't do it. You wanna know what I'm gonna do? You wanna know what I'm gonna do? You put that on Yoimiya, but you switch to Raiden Shogun. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But that was an example of a quick change. I forget the specific name. But there's a card in the game where you can move a character without losing your turn and continue to attack. So, since I have my burst, these 2 attacks fill up this little chart thing here, and when you get the set amount of stars that you need, you can use an elemental burst, which usually gives you like a lot of increased stuff, because these are like normal, because the normal attack does like minimal damage, not really minimal for a lot of characters, but and then the skill might do a bit more. I don't go first next round. And then the elemental burst is usually where you do a lot of your damage. Like, this one does a lot more extra damage compared to his normal attack and skill. But this one does normal attack damage, minimal skill damage, but has a charged attack version that does a lot more, because it might only do 2 damage to the set character, but it also attacks the other ones. And then the elemental burst, which causes a summon. I almost forgot to end my round.
As like, okay, this is gonna keep going on.
You're like, are you gonna be quiet? I told you what you were signing up for. There are seven elements in the game, and there's a dice for each element, and then there's an eighth for like an all-around like universal dice. What are you gonna do? Are you really gonna kill me while it's my presentation?
Well, I'm gonna lose because you're using your freezing deck.
Oh yeah, and I already have Hydro on 2 of your characters. Don't go on Yoimiya. Please don't go on
There is no
Yoimiya.
escape.
So, there are, for your support cards, you have a set amount of dice that they use, and there are some that use 0,
Liben,
and there are others that convert your dice.
Paimon.
So, this card I can use, and it will switch me to another character when I attack. And it will switch me to this character.
Changyin.
I should have used this card, but I can still use it. I was going to make an example of the elemental damage, but I guess not. But here, watch this. This would
Make an example here.
this would normally freeze a character. Well, it can if I use a normal attack now, but each character has their own set of rules. Like this one, his normal attack is now infused with cryo. Great. I'm still stuck going last. That's an example of... Thank you! You just helped me.
Overload it.
That is an example of one of the elemental reactions in the game, Overload. It switches you to the next character
And
against
deals
your
damage.
will. Yeah, and deals damage. But it is really annoying to work against. Each card, well, your turn is going. Each card has a set amount of HP on them. And
Guess what?
don't. What is that? What? Excuse. What? Wait, what did you use?
Tavat fried egg.
No, what was
It's a
the
new card.
Cosmo card?
Oh, it makes my character automatically do a normal attack of my choosing.
You know what? You know what?
That's fine by
You just
me.
wasted it.
Rightly.
I still did damage.
Yeah, and I can still freeze you.
I still did damage though.
And here is also an example of how
Freeze.
annoying I can be. This is an example of freeze.
Access denied.
If this was in the beginning of the round, you would not be able to use your card anymore. Because this one gives me 2 extra cards, which adds up. You can have a max of 10 cards at your deck at once. Elemental reactions do a lot, which is why it's important to have a somewhat varied, that helps me a lot, a somewhat varied selection of your characters, but there's a lot of bonuses if you have 2. Did you just put the Seed of Scout? Yeah, how much dice does the like
See this gun take?
the yeah.
5.
Oh no. Okay.
I have 3.
So this is an example of an equipment card. I used one before, but each of them have their own passive, and usually give you an extra attack damage. And there are also artifact cards, and this one's a reroll card, but there's also healing food, like, watch this.
Food.
Since I don't have any revive food, since I didn't know what that was, here's another example of just
No touching.
skill. I was gonna say I'm just gonna kill you. But we're here.
You are.
Don't.
I don't have enough dice. I need one more.
You're not gonna use them. What? Want to see something fun?
All hail.
And this is an elemental burst that would attack all characters, but there's only one alive. And then, I didn't explain this, but these are summons. They do extra damage at the side, and they can last through multiple rounds. Like this one lasts through 2, and this one only has like a lasting of 1, but they deal extra damage or other passive stuff, mainly damage, but they can also heal for certain characters.
Finish me.
I will, give me a second. And if I can use this one, it is a good example of the... Oh. I forgot about that. This is an example of me not getting any dice, which is sadly a common occurrence. Which also gives me an excuse to use this card in a bit. Is that going to do anything?
My contract goes
No.
You know who I have right here. You
I'm
know
just
what
using
I have
everything
on
at my
him.
disposal.
This is
The
a
Seed of
hero
Skanda?
card.
Yep, you have the Seed of Skanda on him.
This is a reroll card. I can get... None of those were what I needed, but I can get another chance to get... Am I seriously not getting anything for that? Anyway.
All you need is one cryo dice and you can finish me.
What do you mean one cryo dice?
Normal attack.
What makes you think I don't have Omni dice?
Oh, those two.
And this is an example of me using Overkill.
Overkill would be using his burst as well.
I didn't have his burst.
I know.
But those are the base rules for TCG. It's pretty fun. Keep
Dying.
coughing.
This spells the end.
Does China even have parents?
I mean,
Clearly he did. Are they alive?
unless he spawned. Unless he spawned like
Alhaitham.
Alhaitham. Once upon a time, 5 brave souls entered the academia. And when they did, they found a child. No older than 2 weeks.
No,
Reading.
a child no older than 17 years old. No, Alhaitham was never a child. He just spawned as like a full-grown adult knowing everything.
Why
He must look after his son.
remember? But where are those who share the memory?
That was only 2 years old. He's a child.
Really?
Have you seen how short he is?
2 years old.
Yeah, have you seen how short he is?
2 years old.
Yep.
Okay.
The economy
Ah, yes.
has fallen.
The economy has fallen. So taxes.
Fish.
I don't.
The first thing that came to mind.
Why do you have fish on your brain?
I don't know.